Good morning, church. Today we have some beautiful verses out of 1 Samuel chapter 14. And it's a long chapter, but it has great messages in it for God's people. And it starts with Jonathan and his armor bearer going into a battle. Now, this story is not as popular, as well known as David and Goliath, but it has a lot of similarities. For one, Saul and the army was hiding out. We just saw in 13 that Saul had gotten out of line and God had given some pronouncements against him, and now he's fearful. And he's hiding out with the army. So Saul is the government leader. He's the commander-in-chief. He's hiding under a pomegranate tree. The priest is with him, the religious leader. They're all not doing anything. The government's not doing anything. The military's not doing anything. The religious leaders aren't doing anything. But the enemy is approaching and attacking Israel. And Jonathan says to his armor bearer, let's go over and see what we can do. And I love what he says in verse 6. He said, come, let us go over to the garrison of these uncircumcised. It may be that the Lord will work for us. Jonathan says, it just might be that the Lord will work through this. Let's go over and see. Now, David, when he faced Goliath, and we'll read about that in chapter 17 in 2 or 3 days, he knew. He said, man, God's going to turn you over. I'm going to take you down because God's on my side. Jonathan knew God was on his side, but he didn't know what the outcome was going to be. He said, maybe the Lord will work through this. And they go over and he says, here's what we'll do. And we'll let the Philistines see us. And if they say, come up here, we'll go up. And if they say, stay put, then we'll stay put. So they had a plan how God was going to work and what the sign would be. And the Philistine says, hey, come over here and talk to us. And they go up, and then it's interesting. They're going and doing something for God, and they know God has confirmed what he wants them to do. And it says in 13, and Jonathan climbed up upon his hands and knees upon his feet. They had to climb up. It was still difficult to get to where God wanted them to be, where they wanted to be, working for God. It was still difficult. So it may be that God's going to do something through you, but that didn't mean it's going to be easy. It was still difficult. And they went up and there was a great victory. And we read later in the chapter that Saul has gotten so enamored by the sound of his own voice that he just keeps talking. And he says some things he shouldn't have said, and he made some pronouncements, and it goes against Jonathan, and the people rise up and say, look, Jonathan has done more for us. Just let it go. And so, chapter 14. Be blessed as you read this chapter in 1 Samuel. Have a blessed day.